Hey, welcome everyone. It's Pat Mitchell here from TrickTrades. I want to do a free video lesson on VRX and how to hit these trades. And what I was looking for, just basically my thoughts behind it. Now, VRX the past couple of days has been monstrous. You'll have to excuse my voice. I think I got a cold here. I feel fine, but my voice is all messed up. So, anyways, VRX. Let's go to the daily chart here first. Now, VRX has had a really big run up. Okay. Like this is, this is how VRX usually moves. Like these candles are probably about 50 cents a point, something like that, right? On a big day. And now we're starting to catch moves on the day that are double that. So that's the very definition of parabolic price move, price action. So once stocks go parabolic, they usually don't last long, right? And then they pull back. It can't sustain itself. And so once it starts really going parabolic here, especially around all these bigger whole numbers. Now, my idea behind this is now you can tell, and I told everyone once it broke this mark here, right? This has a large part to do with my strategy as well. And come check out tricktrades.com and join our chat room. That's something I share with all my members, and it's really easy to spot, and you'll usually catch moves to the long side of this. And a lot of our members ended up catching VRX long and short, right? It provided lots of really nice intraday moves, opportunities. So yesterday, I kind of figured the top was in, and sure enough, it was. So for the past 2 days, I've basically caught the tops, okay, on both of these moves. I'm not big on holding overnight. I'm strictly a day trader. It's pretty rare that I'll hold overnight. There's too much risk involved, and in the stock market, that's one thing you can control. You can control risk, so control it, right? No reason why you can't just take another trade on it and make money the following day. So let's get into it here. Let me get zoomed in on yesterday. So yesterday, told everyone just hang tight, let it go nuts. That's what it did. It went nuts, and it put in this big dirty candle. Okay, so as soon as it dumped out, came back up, I got short. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I don't have my entry off the top of my head from VRX yesterday, but it was right in here. I think it was 52, 51 or 52. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So it dumped out. I paid myself right at support, as that's a very safe way of doing it. And that's what you should be waiting for, and then just patient with the rest. Um, I should have added in here. I didn't. I just usually let the move work, especially on these liquid stocks. You can really hit it with some size, especially on something like VRX. You're very limited risk. It's a pretty slow mover. You're only risking about 20 cents to make 50 cents to a point. It's a solid 2 to 1, right? And so VRX from basic entry here down to lows was about $1.70. Okay. Now I got some really nice covers down in this area, and then I set a stop on this one, and because I had to leave the past couple of days, I've been pretty busy, so I set a stop for break even on this, and yeah, it would have been just over that. Yeah, I think I set the stop. That's right. Sorry, folks. Yeah, it was just over that area. Okay, so basically to highs is where I set it, and didn't get stopped out on this. So when I got back home, it was into the VWAP, and then it kind of started popping back up, and that's where I covered up on VRX with the remaining shares. So I don't hold many shares. going into the all-day hold. I'm just looking for that bigger move, that bigger panic move, okay? So whatever I get left, since I've already paid myself on the trade here, on this wash, now I'm just holding to see what happens. Wherever the day takes me, I'm comfortable with that because in my eyes, the trade's already done. I've already paid myself. It doesn't matter. So this worked out really well. Just about got stopped out, but didn't. And then it made its move back down to the VWAP. And by the time I got home, it just started popping back up. So covered up the rest and all good. So now day two. Started gapping down here this morning. That's a pretty good sign. This thing's done. It's done. Done. And what did it do? It basically proved that. So I do want to get zoomed in on this. This is a very valid setup that I like to use. Now I took a couple of trades today on VRX. So first thing this morning, it popped up. I put in this pretty big stuff candle here. It didn't like the 2150. This half dollar amount at 2150 got hammered back down hard. So once it popped back up, I got short, and my entry was 33 on that. And then it washed out. I paid myself at low of day, right? And perfect, just like I did the day before. Now that's something you guys should be doing. Always pay yourself at low of day tests or support tests, okay? Because there's a pretty high chance that it's going to rebound. And now it's either going to rebound and stop you out, or it's going to rebound a bit and then finally continue on down, right? Then you'd pay yourself some more if it tested again. You keep paying yourself around this support. So it popped back up, and I stopped out on this. On this candle, it popped up, so it actually went through my stop a little bit, which is fine. And made some nice money on this. It was it was basically just a little bit better than break even. But with the share size I was using on this, it was still pretty decent, right? So then it popped back up, and then as soon as I saw this candle, I alerted the chat room this thing's done. I ended up waiting though. I waited for the retest. Now you can see here. Now you can see that it put in. I just want to get rid of this 1 sec. You can see that it put in a lower high, starting to form its trend. To me, this is the backside. Some people will wait until it's underneath the VWAP. I get in a lot earlier than VWAP. And I mean, it worked. This was absolutely beautiful. I alerted that I was getting back in. I alerted people back here. They would have been fine, even if they chased a little bit, because you got to set a stop at high of day, and that's your risk, right? So whatever you're comfortable with risking, you can get in anywhere if you're comfortable with the risk. And then it sold. It basically sold off. Pretty weak push back through the VWAP. Instantly sold off. And I paid myself right in here. It was getting very close to low a day. And then look at this. Look at this. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I had to take off again today. I had some stuff I needed to take care of that I couldn't take care of yesterday. I was too busy. So I ended up taking off. So I set a stop for 2131, I believe. And because in that area, if it got back over the VWAP, I kind of figured, yeah, because I paid myself a little bit more in here, and then I set the stop. This is right around the time I was leaving. So if it popped back into the 30s, it's most likely going to make a break for high of day and go. So that's where I came up with my stop. Most people would set a stop for a high of day, and that's fine. I didn't want to turn a really nice green trade into a losing trade or take away some of those profits. So now, I'll be honest with you. If I didn't have a hard stop and I wasn't around, I don't think I would have held all day like this, to be honest. Because I still had quite a few shares left, so I probably would have paid myself here, and then paid myself here, and then maybe taken it off. I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. We don't know what we're going to do. right? We try and trade these things the best we can do while we're in the trade. And anyone that says differently, they're full of shit. So I had my stop set, and it just, man, it really sold off. So I got back home right when it was bouncing. Okay, so as soon as I got back home, you can see that it put in a higher low, and from the higher low, it's going to continue north, right? And that's basically what it did. Now tomorrow it's probably going to sell off some more. Who knows? It could bounce. This is a pretty big down day for VRX, so we'll see what it does tomorrow. But absolutely beautiful move. Caught the tops twice, covered the bottoms twice, give or take, right? And this one just barely didn't stop me out. And yeah, I mean, sometimes hard stops. You'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, don't ever use hard stops. Market makers can see your stop and they'll take you out." No, the market makers don't give a shit about your few thousand share stops, guys. But what they do care about and what they do see is when people put very predictable stops out. Because if you're going to put a stop at, 21 or 21.50 or 22 or the previous close break, right? They see that because there's 1,000 stops sitting there. Of course, they're going to pop it up and then take all those shares, right? That's what they do. But if you're setting stops the way I just kind of showed you to set a stop, they're not going to stop you out. They couldn't give a shit if you had 5,000 shares sitting there at a stop. What do they care about 5,000 shares? Come on. So, VRX, very, very nice trade. Very nice couple of days. Very happy with it. I mean, like I said, caught the tops twice. A lot of the members at TrickTrades chat room, they caught it as well, because that's what I do. I want to breed successful, self-sufficient traders, and that's what I've done. That's what I've done. The traders that are in my room have come around full circle. They are self-sufficient. They make their own watch list, although I produce a watch list each and every night for them via video. They take their own trades. They don't rely on alerts. If you want to become a consistently profitable trader, and no bullshit, guys, if you really want to become a trader, not someone that chases low float junk and these bullshit penny stocks. If you want longevity in the markets, you come see me, and I'll make it happen. That's not marketing. That's not salesmanship. That's just what it is. That's fact. Okay? So come join us, TrickTrades.com, and come join a winning team. We'll teach you how to really trade. If you really want to take this serious, you're going to listen to me. You're going to come take a look. I'm probably the most approachable professional educator out there. My DMs are open basically 24/7. I live and breathe to help my members, period. So come check us out. I'll be really happy to meet you and to trade alongside you. And on that note, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap, and I will see you guys later.